Hey guys, I'm Hellhound, back again, and I just want to let you guys know that I just went and saw Solo, a Star Wars story, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I think it's a great addition to the Star Wars franchise, and I love how they have a new Star Wars movie coming out every year now. A lot of people are really disliking. A lot of people are bashing the new Star Wars movies, saying, "Oh, I'll never watch another Star Wars movie in theaters again." But whatever, it's their loss. I mean, teach their own. But come on, it's get over yourself. Just have a good time. They're fun. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. It was a good movie. I think Aiden Ehrenreich did a good job as Han Solo. He really felt like the character, and I think he kind of tried to impersonate. He tried to mimic Harrison Ford a little bit. You can kind of tell his mannerisms and his voice, like the way he carried himself. He felt a lot like Harrison Ford at times. He definitely seemed like a young Han Solo. He did a good job. I think he did a very gave a very admirable performance. I commend him for that. It's a big task. It's big shoes to fill, living up to Harrison Ford. So and I guess this takes place. This one takes place, I think, before Rogue One. Obviously, but in between episodes 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be before Rogue One. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the rest of the cast. It was neat seeing how he first met and became, good friends and partners with Chewbacca. How he first met Lando Calrissian. How he first obtained the Millennium Falcon. The Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. All that stuff. Everything you ever heard about the characters, at least referenced here. Maybe even how he got connected with Jabba the Hutt, but I won't dare tell. I won't dare give it away. That's not a spoiler. I was expecting to see something like that when I saw the movie, so I didn't say whether or not that happened or not. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought all the other cast did good. Woody Harrelson and Emilia Clarke. I think everybody did good. There was another android character, L3 or L4. This time, kind of like a female type droid. I mean, droids can't really have a gender, but I guess they program them like a certain way to resemble a male or female. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I liked everybody. I liked the cast. I didn't really as far as the story was concerned. I didn't really try to follow what was going on. I didn't know why they had to go to certain places and what they were doing and who they were meeting. I didn't really care. I was just in it for the ride. I didn't really think that the story was really all that important. I just wanted to see Han Solo, being Han Solo, and there was definitely a reference. At least I caught a reference of the whole Han shot first thing. If you know what I'm talking about. There was definitely a reference of that in there. So I figured there would be. So I was clapping silently when that happened. I was like, yes, that's right. Yeah, a lot of great references and Easter eggs only true Star Wars fans will pick up on. I thought that was really nice. I thought they did a great job. Ron Howard, who directed, I think did an adequate job. I'd say I liked this one, probably not as much as Force Awakens or Last Jedi, but I probably liked it a little more than Rogue One, which, that movie, aside from Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin, I thought was kind of slow, kind of dragged in parts. It was kind of boring. Kind of hard to follow. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I think I like this. I think I enjoyed this one a lot more, probably. I mean, I just saw it. This is my first, for my first impressions, my immediate reactions, so I haven't really had time to evaluate my opinion. I haven't read any other reviews of the movie at all. I've avoided, reading about the movie on the internet for fear of spoilers, which I won't reveal any spoilers in this video, by the way. This is spoiler-free analysis. But I will say, again, spoiler-free, there is one character I was not expecting to see. It was a total surprise. And when I saw this character, I was like, wow. It made me jump in my seat. I was like, whoa. Was not expecting to see that character. It was one of the last characters I expected to see, actually. And I was just like, damn. I was hoping we'd see him or her again. So, yeah, it was definitely, the audience cheered loudly, too, when this individual was shown, so that was definitely a proud fanboy moment. But yeah, I just love Star Wars, and I love that we're getting new Star Wars movies. I realize there's a lot of people that I still love the original trilogy the best. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm still partial to it all the way. But you can't really win because people hate the prequels because they're way too different. But then they hate the sequel trilogy because it's too similar. Make up your mind, people. Come on. Either it's too different or it's too much more of the same. I like that they're making Star Wars movies that actually feel like Star Wars movies. I wasn't really a big fan of Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I didn't think those movies were all that good, really. I didn't think those movies were that good at all. I did like Revenge of the Sith, though. That actually felt like a Star Wars film. And I love the sequels so far. Yeah, Last Jedi definitely had its problems, had its flaws. But anyway, see my analysis of that movie. See that video for more on that. Let's talk more about Solo. Yeah, I think a Han Solo movie is a great idea. Yeah, and yeah, he'll never live up to whoever they get to play him. He's never going to live up to Harrison Ford. You know, there will never be another like him. And I kind of agree with all those saying Harrison Ford should have played him. I don't even care if he looked older playing a young version character. I can use my imagination. Or they could have done what they did with Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Michael Douglas in Ant-Man. Then again, those are only brief scenes. This would have been the whole movie. Maybe a CGI, made him look younger through CGI. Through a whole movie might have been a little distracting, but I wouldn't care. I didn't go. But this guy, Aiden Ehrenreich, he did a great job. I commend him. I found his performance commendable. And you can tell he had a lot of fun with the role. He really enjoyed playing the character. You can still tell he did his homework, too. Yeah, I think he definitely studied Harrison Ford's performance a lot in preparation. You can definitely tell. I can't remember the actor's name that played Chewbacca, June and something. It was always Peter Mayhew before. I'm pretty sure this is the first time somebody other than Peter Mayhew, the really, really tall guy, played Chewie. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time somebody other than him played. And we saw some other Wookiees as well, so that was cool. I like the way they introduced Chewie. I like the way him and Han Solo met. I won't dare give it away, but I think that was pretty interesting way to go about it. They hit it off really quickly too. Like I was like, man, they became BFS pretty early on. There was really much build up to it, but it's okay. I'm just glad. I love seeing the Millennium Falcon. I love seeing that board, that checkers looking game with the claymation creatures, the holograms. I love that. That was in the first movie, and I think they showed that in Force Awakens too. I just love that. I love references to the old movies, and yeah, this movie set up everything perfectly. There was always things that I wondered about the Han Solo character. He was kind of mysterious. We didn't really know much about his past, just references here and there. We just knew about his mix-up, his connection with Jabba, and the Kessel Run thing, and his relationship with Lando, and we didn't know how it all happened. We didn't know how he got there, So I think that was really cool seeing how it all happened. So yeah, I definitely thought that was great. So yeah, great movie. Go check it out. Again, I'm not going to reveal any spoilers, so I'm just going to say go see it and let me know what you think in the comments. I thought it was a great addition to the Star Wars series. Thought it was better than Rogue One. Yeah, definitely better than Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, which is, in my opinion, the low point of the series. Even though I can find some things to like in them too. Of course, Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn I thought was good. Ewan McGregor was good. Ian McDiarmid was good. I even like Hayden Christensen when he's not talking, when he's not speaking, when he's just doing that evil stare. Yeah, the prequels I don't think is as bad as people say. They're still not my favorite Star Wars movies by any means. I think it's still kind of the weaker. They're the weaker. The weaker side, but yeah, I still find some things enjoyable. But yeah, all in all, Solo, a Star Wars story, was a welcome addition. I think pretty soon, I think the next one they're going to do, the next spin-off, is going to be like an Obi-Wan story, which I hope Ewan McGregor returns. But the thing is, I feel like we already saw a lot of him. We already kind of know his story. We saw a lot of him in the prequels. Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness both did a great job in their respective trilogies, and I feel like we kind of got to know him a lot. But I'll still see it, and I'm sure I'll still love it. But pretty soon, I think we're going to have like 4 different trilogies, it seems. The original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy, which, we're still waiting for episode 9, that hasn't come out yet, and then the spin-off trilogy, which will consist of Rogue One, Solo, and probably the Obi-Wan movie. But I'm sure there'll be a lot more spin-offs in the future. They're talking about, all kinds of ones that are in the works. So, who knows what they'll come up with. There's so much to explore. Star Wars is such a huge world, huge, vast mythology to explore. Then, of course, there's an extended universe, the books and the comics and the video games, and it just goes on and on and on and on. Star Wars is just huge. I never get tired of it. I'm just a Star Wars fan. I don't limit myself just to the original trilogy, though that is my favorite by far. I like all things Star Wars. I think they all have their special place. A lot of people dismiss the newest stuff as fan fiction, which, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, to each their own. I dig it all. I'm just a Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. If it's Star Wars, I'm going to see it and probably going to like it at the very least. All right, guys. Well, I think that's just about all I want to say. Again, I don't want to reveal any spoilers, and I think you'll enjoy the movie. Again, yeah, some of the storyline was like it wasn't really hard to follow. I just wasn't really interested in like what they were doing. I was just kind of like enjoying the ride. You know, the guy who played Lando did a good job. What the hell? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, the guy who played Lando Calrissian, I forget his name. He did a good job. He definitely felt a lot like Billy D. Williams. And yeah, everybody was good in their respective roles. And there was a few twists toward the end. There was kind of a lot of twists actually, which at one point I was kind of saying, okay, like they're going a little overboard with the twists, you know, but not as much like not so far as to be like a Saw sequel, but pretty up there. But it was still good. I had no complaints. I give it about an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 probably, at least right now. Yeah, maybe more like a 7.5 out of 10, but no, I think an 8 is fair. But yeah, I recommend it. Go see it. I love Star Wars. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Hellhound. May the Force be with you, and always remember, Han shot first.